Hello students. So today we are going to start with the topic right to equality. The constitution says that the government shall not deny to any person in India equally before the law or the equal protection of the law. It means that the laws apply the same in the same manner to all regardless of a person's status. This is called the rule of law. So the rule of law states that what is the rule of law? It is basically that for every person the law is the same. It doesn't depend upon the person's status. It basically depends upon the law. It is similar for every kind of person. It means that no person is above the law. There cannot be any distinction between a political leader, government official and an ordinary citizen. Every citizen, from the prime minister to a small farmer in a remote village, is subjected to the same laws. No person can legally claim any special treatment or privilege just because he or she happens to be an important person. For example, a few years ago, a former prime minister of the country faced a court case on charges of cheating. The court finally declared that he was not guilty, but as long as the case continued, he had to go to the court, give evidence and file papers just like any other citizen. This basic position is further clarified in the constitution by spelling out some implications by the right of equality. The government shall not discriminate against any citizens on ground of only of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Every citizen shall have access to public places like shops, restaurants, hotels and cinema halls. Similarly, there shall be no restriction with regard to the use of wells, tanks, bathing ghats, roads, playgrounds and places of public resorts maintained by the government or dedicated to the use of the general public. This might appear very obvious, but it was necessarily to incorporate these rights in the constitution of a country where the traditional caste system did not allow people from some communities to access all public places. So it sounds obvious as of now, but at the time when the constitution was framed, it was not obvious. There was a lot of such practices being followed, practices of untouchability, caste system. So these all points were supposed to be were put into the constitution very thoughtfully. The same principle applies to the public jobs. All citizens have equality of opportunity in matters relating to employment or appointment to any position in the government. No citizen shall be discriminated against or made ineligible for the employment on the grounds mentioned above. You have read on chapter 4 that the government of India has provided reservations of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and the backward classes. Various governments have different schemes for giving preference to women, poor or physically handicapped in some kinds of jobs. Are these reservations against the right of equality? So at times it is also debated that the reservations given to some people like scheduled castes, scheduled tribes or other backward caste, also reservations given for women or handicapped people, are this against right to equality? So we'll discuss this. So equality means giving everyone an equal opportunity to achieve whatever one is capable of. Sometimes it is necessary to give special treatment to someone in order to ensure equal opportunity. This is what job reservations do. Just to clarify this, the constitution says that reservations of this kind are not a violation of the right to equality. So obviously there is an exception to it in the constitution also. It states that reservations to jobs are not against right to equality. The principle of non-discrimination extends to the social life as well, and the constitution mentions one extreme form of social discrimination, the practice of untouchability, and clearly detects the government to put an end to it. The practice of untouchability has been forbidden in any form. Untouchability here does not mean refusal to touch people belonging to certain castes. It refers to any belief or social practice which looks down upon people on account of their birth with certain caste labels. Such practice denies them interaction with others or access to public places as equal citizens. So the constitution made untouchability a punishable offense. So in the next class we'll start with right to freedom.